Hi, this is your average gamer, and welcome back to the Movie KD Challenge. This episode, we are looking at Terminator 2, and in particular, the T-1000. If you haven't seen this film, where the hell have you been? Here's your spoiler alerts. Let's look at how many deaths we've got. Okay, so it's an 8KD that we're looking for. This gameplay, this one that you're looking at now, this is an attempt that I made. So we just see a quick highlight reel. It wasn't bad, it was quite close. But at the end of the day, I've challenged myself to get an exact KD ratio, and that is what I'm sticking to. So Terminator 2 was released in 1991. It was directed by James Cameron. It starred Arnold Schwarzenegger, Linda Hamilton, Robert Patrick, and Edward Furlong. The film was groundbreaking at the time. The special effects that we used were out of this world. If you haven't seen the film, you should. Just go and see it. Right now. The T-1000 was described as using a polyalloy or nanotechnology. And the T-1000 is essentially made of liquid metal. It can assume shapes of anything that it touches. It can form kind of blades and stabbing weapons, and is generally a ruthless killing machine. When Robert Patrick took the role on, he had to learn how to fire a pistol without blinking and without flinching, and he also had to learn how to run as fast as he could without getting out of breath. I think he did a wonderful job portraying the T-1000, and he will go down in history as one of Hollywood's greatest villains. James Cameron said that when he wrote the sequel, if he considered the T-800, which was the Terminator played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, if he considered that to be a tank, then what he wanted was a T-1000 to be more like a Porsche. So what we got was a sleeker, faster, stronger Terminator. The synopsis of the film is two Terminators are sent back in time to kill the leader of the Resistance, John Connor, and the race is on to see which one gets to him first. It's a balls-out action-adventure, science fiction roller coaster of a film. The film, on the surface, is just like a cat-and-mouse game. It's one Terminator reaching John Connor, and then the second Terminator pursuing, trying to kill him. But, like most great films, there's a wonderful subplot, which is parenthood. John Connor was raised by his mother, without a father. We're told in the film that John's mother, Sarah, had multiple boyfriends, lovers, potential husbands, or potential fathers to John, each of whom brought a different kind of element to his character. They would teach him stuff, teach him cars, teach him how to fire weapons. But at the end of the day, none of them matched up to the Terminator. It's described in the film that the Terminator was not only the perfect killing machine, but it was also, from Sarah's point of view, it was also the perfect father for her son. The machine wouldn't get drunk. The machine wouldn't tell him it didn't love him. The machine would always be there. The machine would always, it would die for him. It would protect him just like a father would. And so for me, that was kind of the relationship between John and the Terminator as it grows throughout the film. For me, it's one of the highlights of the film. And so this raises a very interesting question about the relationship between mankind and machine. Could we ever love a machine the way we love a human being? Could a machine ever love us the way that human beings love each other? Can we ultimately replace family and friends with technology? The end of the film, I'm not going to spoil it, the end of the film is a real tearjerker. There are moments in films that really touch you, and that's the wonderful thing about films is there are parts of the films that really touch you. Like the scene in The Lion King. The scene in The Lion King, at the end, halfway through the film, Simba's father dies, you'd have to be made of stone not to cry at that. Also in The Rescuers. If you haven't seen The Rescuers, a Disney film made in the 50s. It's about a little orphan girl who tries to get adopted by a couple, and they don't pick her. They pick another girl. Every time I see that, I cry. Yeah, it's a kids' film, but yeah, and this is a similar moment. At the end of Terminator 2, you have this heart-wrenching moment that tugs at the heartstrings. If you haven't seen it, just go and watch it. You'll know what I mean. It's a wonderful, wonderful ending, and it's a great film. So I hope I've sold the film to you. If you haven't seen it, go and see it. I think there's a certificate rating on it, so I think you have to be older than 15 to watch it. If you're over 15, go and watch it. If you're under 15, wait till you're 15. I'm not going to be involved in promoting underage movie watchage, if that's even a thing. The gameplay. I decided to do some headquarters. I very rarely play headquarters because I don't know why. I don't know why I don't play. I used to. In COD 4, I played headquarters so much that I knew where each headquarters would be before it pops up on the map. I'm a little out of practice, so now I'm just kind of running around not knowing what I'm doing. I'm using the LAR, the new assault rifle. Is it the KM LAR? CAM LAR? Who knows? I don't really care. Which is probably going to be patched and nerfed because I think it's overpowered. But it is what it is. The gameplay's a little bit defensive. I mean, I do go and capture a few points. I do play the objective, as I always do, and as I always preach. If you're playing an objective-based gameplay, play the objective. I've changed my my tag to play the fucking objective. Hopefully, maybe it'll inspire a few people out there who play Domination who don't capture flags to capture flags. Who knows? And so when I decided to do Terminator 2, initially I thought of doing Terminator. And then I looked at the film and I thought, that's a doable KD. And then it gets to the police station scene where there is an utter massacre. And I think it bumps up the Terminator's KD to about 25, which I thought, no, I'll save that for another day. And so that brings us to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and a comment. And please subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more content coming in the future. And if there's any films that you want me to have a look at, any villains or monsters, please drop a comment and I will take a look. And I will see you on the next one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.